Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for September 27, 2024. And as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys, but a lot of stuff was actually announced for pre-order. We're getting into the holiday season. By that I mean manufacturers are gearing towards the holiday releases, which is when they put out bigger items, box sets, more highly anticipated items, you know, to kind of capitalize on the holiday bucks. I will start with some of the pre-orders. There's just so many pre-orders now we list on the website. I'm not going to tell you about them all, but I'll start with some of the big ones. Mobile Fidelity is doing Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas album. They're doing it three ways. So you can get it as a 33 RPM one-step, you can get it as a 45 RPM standard vinyl release, or an SACD. Those are coming out December 13th. They've also announced two more Carlos Santana titles. They're doing Santana's Inner Secrets and Blues for Salvador. Both of those are just standard 33 RPM Mobile Fidelity releases, which are nice. I like single disc releases by the audiophile labels. It's always exciting to get them in. There's not many of them coming out, you know, the reasonably priced ones. There's not many of them coming out anymore. They have announced the next two Blue Note Classic Series titles. Duke Pearson's Woohoo, that comes out November 22nd, and Dexter Gordon's Getting Around, November 22nd as well. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. They're slowly getting to replace all of the Music Matters titles. You know, that Woohoo was a title that went for some bucks for quite a while as a Music Matters title, but now you can get it for the reasonably priced $20-something from, from Blue Note. Okay, Grant Green's Idle Moments and Herbie Hancock's Maiden Voyage. Those are all, that's the continuing series from Blue Note, the Blue Note Classic Series Independent Record Store Day, Independent Record Store variations. Essentially 10 titles they're doing on all blue vinyl. I want to say those are the second to last two, or those are the last two. Idle Moments, Maiden Voyage, both come out November 8th. If you are local and you pick up one of those titles, hit me up. They gave me free stuff to give away for those for the locals. It's just awkward stuff that I can't ship, you know, like a big poster, that kind of thing. If you're interested, I have it. Okay. They announced the next two Acoustic Sound Series Bluesville titles. Jimmy Reed, I'm Jimmy Reed, and Blind Gary Davis. Harlem Street Singer. Both of those come out November 15th. There's pre-orders by like the Rolling Stones, George Harrison, U2, all kinds of stuff. Go to the website, check them out. Lots of stuff. Got a restock and some new arrivals from Analogue Productions, but intertwined here are new arrivals and restocks. Steely Dan's Can't Buy a Thrill. This is a restock, mobile or Analogue Productions SACD, and Asia SACD restock. I want to say Gaucho is not a restock. This is just coming in for us. David Gilmour, they're doing a Luck and Strange box set. So this is the album on 180 gram vinyl. LP2 is 5 bonus tracks. There's a Dolby Atmos Blu-ray and high resolution stereo mix. There's a 68-page hardback book of exclusive photographs taken by Polly during the recording of the album. So there you go, the Super Deluxe box. Well, they're not saying it's Super Deluxe. They're just calling it the Deluxe box. This is a restock, but I got asked about this like 5 times last week. New orders, Power, Lies, and Corruption box set. This is, these are great. They've done, I think, 3 of these so far. I want to say they did Low Life. They did one more, I think, or maybe the other one's for pre-order. Let's see. It's the album. There's multiple DVDs, all kinds of unreleased stuff. Unreleased concert, unreleased video footage, the John Peel session outtakes, demos, like writing session recordings. I've got one of these myself. Fantastic. Highly recommend it. And these are restocks. We've just got a restock of UHQR Asia, restock of the White Stripes, restock of Gaucho, and a restock of Can't Buy a Thrill. All right. I have been so busy today, but I've wanted so bad. This is a record that I was looking forward to quite out of the whole Atlantic series. I want to say this was one of my top wants. That is the Velvet Underground's Loaded. So I'm looking forward to giving this thing a listen to. I just haven't heard it yet. Mastered and cut 2 lacquer from the original master tape. We also have T-Bone Blues, T-Bone Walker. Originally came out on Atlantic, but it was one of those black label Atlantic titles. Notorious for noisy vinyl, so I'm looking forward to giving that a listen to as well. I've got an original that I compare it to. Mingus, oh yeah, this is done by Kevin Gray. I think this is a Kevin Gray title. Done from the master tape. And again, another original Atlantic title. The Atlantic stuff, that late 50s, early 60s Atlantic stuff that they've done have been pretty fantastic improvements, just because the vinyl, forget about the mastering, which isn't on par to what they're doing now, but the vinyl is so much better than what they were putting out in the early 60s. Atlantic anyways. Not all manufacturers, but Atlantic was pretty crummy. Sarah Vaughan, how long has this been going on? This is the one of the newer Pablo releases. We got a couple of them all at once. Let's see, Ella Fitzgerald and Joe Pass's Fitzgerald and Pass Again. One of the newer Pablos. And we just got in the new Chico Freeman Spirit Sensitive. This is one that they did some years back, maybe 15 years ago, but they put it back out. Although I don't think it originally came as a gatefold. It definitely, I highly doubt it came in a cover this nice back in the day. But Analogue Productions did do it, maybe 15 years ago. The newest OJC, we've got Mal Waldron's The Quest with Eric Dolphy and Booker Irvin. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. And it has the nice textured cover, similar to the Village Vanguard, Bill Evans, live at the Village Vanguard. Excellent job. Walter Smith III on Blue Note. 3 of us are from Houston and Ruben is not. That is the name of this record. 3 of us are from Houston and Ruben is not. I like it. Fantastic. They are doing some more of the gold vinyl AC/DC 50th anniversary titles. We've got Flick the Switch. I think they're all gold vinyl if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Fly on the Wall. Let's do the AC/DCs first. Black Ice, 50th anniversary, gold vinyl. Blow Up Your Video. We've got Power Up. And Live at the River Plate. Yeah, live at River Plate. We also have Chicago. This is an unreleased 1971 concert from the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. 4 LP set includes the first live performance of Saturday in the Park. That's kind of cool. The very first live performance of Saturday in the Park. I was like, it depends on if it was a hit. You know, sometimes stuff comes out and by the time they start touring, it's a big hit. But I always like when you get these concerts, there's some Doors concerts out there like that, like the Doors Live at the Matrix. I think they do Light My Fire. And at the end, you know, there's like, people don't know any of these songs. So there's just like the golfer clap, you know, at the end. I'm not sure if this was a big smash hit, though, by the time they start playing it. But I always like to hear the audience reaction to what, you know, to tunes when they first get played that end up becoming huge smash hits. And then by the end of the tour, you know, if you listen to the future concerts from the same tour, you've got, you know, they go nuts. But in the beginning of the tour, before the song is a hit, the golfer clap. Living Color, Vivid. Music on Vinyl did this a while ago, but this is just the standard Sony release. There's pre-order, I think I mentioned they're doing some George Harrison, but they also reissued Cloud 9 with I Got My Mind Set on You. Fantastic. It's actually a cover. Most people don't realize it. Go listen to the original. It's actually a fantastic soul tune. My Chemical Romance, May Death Never Stop You. The greatest hits, 2001 to 2013. AFI, Sing the Sorrow. This is the black vinyl, 2LP, 45 RPM on black vinyl. I think we've got it on red vinyl as well. Big Star, let's see, Radio City. This is an RSD Essential on red and white swirl vinyl. Really nice tip-on jacket as well. Nelly Furtado on silver vinyl, her latest album, 7. From the Kraft Fania series, you know, the 60th anniversary, Hector Lavoe, DT Diplonaud, It's Up to You. DT Depend, It's Up to You. This is an undisputed classic salsa album. His second solo album, released in 1976 on Fania Records. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray at Coherent. Bridgerton, Season 3. Soundtrack from Netflix. The Jesus Lizard, Rack. That is... Shock to the System on light blue vinyl, Doherty. I think that's what it is. Can't make it out. Oh well. Right where their name is supposed to be. It got cut off. Looks like Doherty. It's probably not. Cinderella, Still Climbing, music on vinyl. This is just a standard black vinyl variant. I might call it a variant because, you know, music on vinyl does it typically 17 ways. Sepultura, Quadra. This is the 40th anniversary red black marble 180 gram LP. All bunches of Sepultura. We've got Machine Messiah, 40th anniversary, on red black marble. Keros on red black marble, 40th anniversary. Creator, Violent Revolution on transparent yellow vinyl. Nice little metal chunk here. Creator, Hordes of Chaos on transparent yellow vinyl. Some more Creator, Enemy of God on transparent yellow vinyl. We sure do get a lot of metal in. Testament, The Formation of Damnation on black vinyl. Dokken, Back for the Attack, 2 LP, limited edition, color vinyl, 1 magenta and 1 sky blue LP. Common and Pete Rock, Auditorium Volume 1. This is the indie vinyl variant on translucent forest green vinyl. The Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. This is a 30th anniversary edition with a newly reimagined cover. Features quintessential hip-hop tracks. Big Papa, Juicy, and One More Chance. That's actually quite a cool cover. I like it. Little Peepee, Come Over When You're Sober, Part 1. On 45 RPM vinyl. Okay. The Lumineers, live from Wrigley Field. This is a 3 LP, 180 gram, mastered for vinyl. And that's the black vinyl. I'm guessing this is the colored vinyl. This is, yeah, on Sunfire vinyl. So you can do it on black vinyl or Sunfire vinyl. Peter Dean in Fun City. This is from Culture Factory. Vinyl has been out of print and unavailable until now. This is on red vinyl, 1 worldwide pressing. I feel like I've seen them say 1 worldwide pressing and then, yeah, it's 1 pressing in red, but then, you know, if it's really successful, it'll be another 1 worldwide pressing in yellow next month. Sam Miller, Virtual Summer. My dream car since I was a kid, 1959 Cadillac. Had a chance to buy one in the late 90s. Smoking price, didn't happen. Had no money, you know, teenager, broke. Had a lot of wants and not a lot of money in the pocket. Alan Sparhawk, White Roses, my God. This is from Sub Pop. This is the Loser vinyl variant. The Loser vinyl edition is essentially the first pressing. They call it a Loser edition. First pressing, colored vinyl. Yeah. Ezra Collective, Dance, Nobody's Watching. And let's see, written for the dance floor. This is on, so you got a black vinyl, you have a satin vinyl, satin red. And it looks like even a third variation, which is, nope. This is the deluxe edition. So a black vinyl, a red vinyl, and a deluxe edition. Sophie, this is the self-titled album from Sophie on clear vinyl. Billy Strings, Highway Prayers. This is the indie vinyl variant on evergreen and clear color vinyl. Oliver Anthony Music, Hymnal of a Troubled Man's Mind. This is the guy that had the big YouTube hit. Rich Man from Richmond. I wonder if that's on here. No. That's kind of weird, huh? I'm pretty sure this is his first album, and that was his hit. But it's not on here. Okay. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers live in Texas, up close and personal on red marble vinyl. We've got Black Oak, Arkansas, X-rated on red vinyl. Oh my God, that's a $20 record. No, that's not something you see very much anymore. Not a lot of $20 records out there. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Yellowman's King Yellowman. Limited edition of 1,000 copies on numbered yellow vinyl. This is number 605. Let's see, Spider-Man 2, the 20th anniversary film score. This is by Danny Elfman. I think the last time I saw this was the first time I saw this, which was in the theater. those movies were a big deal back then because, you know, it wasn't kind of, now it's like every 2 weeks there's like a superhero movie coming out. But back then, I think Spider-Man and X-Men, when it was just getting going, those were blockbusters. Of course, they probably are still now, but, you know, the buzz is not the same when there's so many of them. The Electronic Music Anthology, the Drum and Bass Session. Rocksteady, Ska and Rocksteady Classics from Treasure Island Records, Volume 2. We've got Pales Waves, Smitten. This is the indie vinyl variant on Blue Marble vinyl. Toa Bird, American Hero. Guitar Hero in the Making. Telenova, Time is a Flower. This is the indie vinyl variant. Don't even ask me what the hell happened with this thing. This was a record that was supposed to come out. It came out technically as a craft exclusive, Johnny Hammond Gears. Came out originally as a craft exclusive. So it was technically on the market, and then it was going to be opened up to retail, because originally it was only going to be something you can get directly from craft. They opened it up to retail in conjunction with like an Azimuth and maybe a Bernard Purdy. I think it was supposed to be the 3, came out simultaneously, and this one just never came. No explanation. It just, you went to go order, and it said back order. I don't know if there was an issue with manufacturing. I don't know if the truck that was carrying them all fell off a cliff. I'm not really sure what happened, but here we are, probably a year later. It's finally in stock. A few people actually had pre-orders on it. Those have been shipped, but yeah. Restock of Jackie McLean's Lit Freedom Ring. I think this was the Tone Poet from last week. Got a couple restocks as well. I think this last couple are restocks. Got a couple of restocks on the Rhino Hi-Fi Grateful Dead's American Beauty. And the John Coltrane Olé. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Olé is actually a numbered copy. American Beauty is not. Reissue of Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. Just titles that we haven't had in a while. Yes, Fragile. I want to say this is the all analog cut by Kevin Gray clear vinyl, or the Steve Wilson remix. It's one of the two. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy, just a standard single disc. Led Zeppelin 3, standard single disc. And last, we got a restock of the Dave Brubeck Quartet Timeout. This is the 45 RPM version. This is one of my top 5 demo records. Every time I change out a piece of gear in my system, one of the first tracks I listen to is Timeout. This is absolutely essential. They did it as a 33 as well, but the 45 is drastically better. I'm to the point now, and I mentioned this many times, if it's not drastically better, I'm listening to the 33. But in this case, that's the only way to hear that record. All right, guys, check us out online at theingroove.com. Until next time.